The woman, who we will call Jane for privacy reasons, was a habitual traffic offender. She had accumulated dozens of tickets for speeding, running red lights, and driving without a license. She knew that if she got caught again, she would face a hefty fine or even jail time. So she decided to look for a way to avoid the consequences of her actions. She searched online for fake identities that she could use to register her car and get a driver's license. She came across a website that claimed to sell authentic documents from deceased people. She browsed through the list of available identities and found one that caught her eye. A former pilot named John Smith, who had died in a plane crash 2 years ago. She thought that using a pilot's identity would make her look more respectable and trustworthy. She also liked the fact that John Smith was a common name that would not raise any suspicion. She paid $500 for the identity package, which included a birth certificate, a social security card, a passport, and a pilot's license. She used these documents to register her car and get a driver's license under John Smith's name. She felt confident that she had found a foolproof way to dodge any traffic fines. She continued to drive recklessly, thinking that she was untouchable. Stephanie Louise Bennett was a 33-year-old mother of two who worked as a forklift driver at a warehouse in Queensland, Australia. She had a problem. She had been caught using her mobile phone while driving on December 15, 2022, and she faced a hefty fine of $1,078 and 4 demerit points. She already had a similar fine and a debt to the State Penalties Enforcement Registry, and she feared losing her license and her job if she paid the fine. So she came up with a cunning plan. She decided to use the identity of someone else who had died recently to nominate them as the driver and get out of the fine. She searched online for obituaries and tried to enter several names into the online system, but none of them worked. Then she stumbled upon the name of Ashley Jenkinson, a SeaWorld helicopter pilot who had been killed in a tragic mid-air collision on January 2, 2023, along with 3 other people. Bennett did not recognize Jenkinson's name or know anything about his death, which had received widespread media coverage. She entered his details into the system and successfully nominated him as the driver. She thought she had gotten away with it, but she was wrong. Jenkinson's widow received the traffic fine in the mail and was shocked and confused. She contacted the police and told them that she had never seen the vehicle in the photo, that she did not know Bennett, and that her husband had been dead for 7 days when the offense occurred. The police launched an investigation and traced the nomination back to Bennett's IP address. They arrested her and charged her with fraud and identity theft. Bennett pleaded guilty to both charges in court on May 19th. She wept openly as she admitted her wrongdoing and expressed her remorse and embarrassment. She said she had no idea who Jenkinson was or that he had died in such a horrific way. She said she had acted out of desperation and panic, and that she wanted to undo what she had done but did not know how. The magistrate was not impressed by her excuses. He said that her actions were dishonest and disrespectful to Jenkinson's memory and his grieving family. He said that she had caused significant repercussions for all concerned, and that he needed to send a strong message to deter others from doing the same thing. He convicted her of fraud and identity theft, and fined her $2,000, almost double the amount of the original fine. He also ordered her to pay court costs and restitution to Jenkinson's widow,